good baseball game. I thought it was hard fought. I thought Baylor did an unbelievable job of making an adjustment after the first 3 innings when Colton punched out 7, I think, of the first 9. They really made him work for what he had to do and kind of got him out of the game, which would have been my objective at that point, just to get to somebody else, because he was pretty dominant through the first 3 innings on a good hitting club. Then Workman came in and followed with some of the same stuff. I think we got a little lucky, but I'll take luck over being good any day of the week. But Brett had a big 2-run double, got on base 3 times. The kid that we call the worst bunter in America actually got 2 bunt hits. That was good for him, and I'm glad we won.
Questions?
Colt, what was your approach out there, and what was kind of working for you, especially that first time through?
I knew a Big 12 team, they're aggressive, and with the kind of off speed I have, I knew that it'd probably get most of them out, which it did the first 3 innings. So not only did that help, but they made an adjustment, still got outs, but overall, thank God for my defense.
Colton, is that more off speed than you normally throw?
I'd say it's about the same. I'd say I throw off speed more than my fastball, just because I can throw it for a strike and an out pitch. But today especially, I had to throw it.
What kind of adjustment did they make?
They started spitting on the 2-strike curveball, and so I thought I had to throw it in for a strike, and they just hit it hard. But good thing it was right at my defense, you can make the plays.
Brett, I guess talk about that first hit to kind of, get your first 2 runs across.
I was looking for a fastball because I'm not necessarily having the best batting year, and he threw one where I could hit it, and I put a good swing on it.
Did you feel it right from the beginning? I mean, you knew kind of where it was going.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a gap shot, and I knew a good chance that both runners were going to score, and we got pretty pumped up from that, so it was a good job right there.
With the way they chipped away there to get it back to a 1-run game, how important was it for you guys to score there in the 9th to kind of...
Yeah, well, Hookie's been preaching to us the whole year that we need to play all 9 innings, and they made a little comeback, and we knew we had to fight and get a few more runs for our pitching staff to win this game, and we ended up doing it, and we won.
Hookie, why do you call him the worst bunter in America?
Because he didn't know how to do it before he got here, and those weren't the prettiest bunts in the world.
It worked.
It was a line drive that went right in between a couple guys, and then Hank, I just felt that I'd like to give Hank a better chance to swing there. He's one of our better hitters and the hottest guys on the team, and I normally don't do that with 2 outs, but I figured let's give Hank a shot at it. And he hit a ball, and earlier in the game, before Jarris came out, he put a hex on left field. And I thank Jarris for that, because he's had a couple balls just like their guy played out there. So that was all good, and then Barry Hill got another hit to add on to it. It makes it a little more comfortable pitching. That 9th inning when you got a little cushion to it.
Colton, last year you pitched a hell of a game against Stanford at the end of the regional, helped the team move on. I assume you like pitching on this mound, and I assume that was also something you were able to build on this year.
I'm pretty sure that was my 4th start on this mound, so I'd say I'm pretty used to it. But I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily say I like this diamond, but it's given me pretty decent numbers, so I'll take what it can give me.
After they get the first hit, how do you kind of settle back in?
Get the next guy, which is always a problem with me. So.
That's not the first time that he's taken a no-hitter deep in a game. And so, human nature, you get disappointed when you go that far and throw it. As soon as I told Coach Rousey, if he doesn't get the next guy, you go make a trip. Then when he came in, he was all pissed because he gave me the stink eye, and then I had to yell at him, just get him back in line. But it's emotional. You go 6 innings of actually, I think it was a perfect game at that point. That's a big deal. They don't happen very often. And he had one this year where he didn't get it. He got the no-hitter, and then the next game, I think he went 6+ with another no-hitter. And then once he gave up one, it just kind of turned a little bit. I wanted to get him back online as quick as we could.
Colton, is that emotion that, I mean, you did walk the next guy. Is that some of that emotion working against you a little bit there? Or?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I've already done it, but once you do something that felt so good, you just want to keep doing it. And when it doesn't happen, you got to get over it.
Are y'all a superstitious bunch? Was the team not talking to you or anything?
No, but every time Saheed makes an out or every time he gets the ball, he'll always tell me, what does he say? He says, you can't do it every time. And we just laugh.